Hi Heather. Thanks for coming. Hello Laura. Hello Sarah. Where are your paintings? You didn't send me one yesterday. Hi Tracy, what about you as well? I was going to say, you know the lovely paintings that you send me? Do you think it might be, would you be too shy if I put some up maybe on my Facebook page and just so that people can see how other people are getting on? I won't put your names on them. Hello Marjorie, hello Ian, hello Evelyn. Do you know what it is? It's not a cup of tea, it's Robinson's blackcurrant and apple hot. God, that reminds me. Don't go away, I'm just going to put a log in the fire. I'll be back in one tick. I forgot the fire. Just putting a log in the fire or two. If you don't put wood on fires, they don't keep going. That's what I find anyway. Here you can begin. I can begin because I put logs in the fire. Hello Judith, hello Rose, how rude. Hello Paul Holloway, hello NASA, oh God. No heckling NASA, no rude remarks, I will not accept it. You don't want my poorly pheasant? Yeah, I do. You have to message it to me, Sheila, and I'll gather it up with all the rest. Hello Julie, hello Marjorie. Just drinking my hot Ribena and apple juice because my body is a temple. Hello Annalie. Has it gone out cold outside? Yes, it's Baltic. I've got a ruddy fire on in here, and the only problem with it is it's like a log burner, it's about like 6 meters away. So if you're sitting in the office in the sort of mezzanine, you're boiling with a face like a tomato. But if you're downstairs, it's not so hot. Takes until about dark for it to heat round here. Hello Carolyn, hello Marjorie, hello. It's full of sugar, you muppet. Yeah, but I only put a minute amount in, Jules. And anyway, do I look like I'm... Anyway, hello Veronica. Yes, I know you're watching NASA. Hello Fiona, I will send you a video of my sewing machine. It's just been very, very busy here. Hello William, how are you? Have you been on your ponies today, doing some nice round and rounding? Oh, Jack, how are you? And how's Sarah? So you're just sitting at home while Sarah's at work at the vets, I expect. Dickie Carruthers, how are you? My lambing duties are now complete, over. Hello Jane, say hello to Rory. From me. Right, maybe we should think about getting cracking. I haven't, they've been in the field for 5 weeks. You are taking this very seriously. But then, you know, every time you get on a horse, there's a likelihood you'll fall off. I have some news. Good morning, Beth. Good morning, Margaret. Is everybody here? I'm just going to have to sit here and wait. Vicky, hello. You know you can do watch parties. You can invite people to watch at the same time. Please do that. Anyway, the great news is that after sort of trying half-heartedly for about 2 weeks, I have finally managed to start. Hello Jenny, yes, hello, I saw you wave. I've managed to start putting these videos on my YouTube channel. So that means apparently I get thousands and thousands of people watching, and I will have people like Google and Apple, you know, desperate to advertise on my channel. Anyway, if anybody would like to go to my YouTube channel at some stage and do a review, obviously only glowing reviews, then I'd be very grateful. And I think reviews are quite good because then people see them and it gives them the confidence to watch. Hi Mel, hello. And also I can send a YouTube link to somebody who doesn't do Facebook, such as my Auntie Joy in Canada, who is very suspicious of Facebook. I could send her a link and she can open that up in YouTube. So, right, are we all here? Margaret, we're waiting for a vet call. I have a dandy dinning with a limp. Fortunately, we have no limpers today. So yesterday, do you remember we did the very, very basic? I meant to do this ages ago. Your lemon, your orange and your apple. I did a little bit more. Just so that you could play around with a very basic shape. It's so easy to go straight into like advanced painting things and forget that maybe some of you are just crap. No, I don't mean that. Some of you have not even tried. Hello, Christine. Hello, Josh. How nice to see you. So today, I'm going to do a little bit more to the little flower one that we started yesterday with the dandelions and the bluebells. Yay, found you, sunshine, to brighten the day, and on YouTube, yes. And then I'll do a little, I've decided to put this pheasant in some greenery, so we can do that. Yes, it would be. And also, we'll put the cockerel in some greenery as well. And we might do a little bit more to that. Put the bits on there. Hello Louise, hello Helen, foliage. Should have read Dandy Dinmont. Yeah, I sort of knew that. Right, so I think what I'll begin by some foliage on the pheasant. So that would be pheasant foliage. And we have some people who just like me to repeat certain words. And I've got a little list here of things to mention, which I will do as we go on. Oh, Petra, how are you? Nice to see you. Hello again. Right, I'm going to tip you up. Hold on, folks. Hold on. I'll tell you what I am excited about. Soon will be coming my new bendy iPad holder. Right. Can't really see your comments very well, and I seem to have lost my iPhone, but what I'll do is I'll just go like that every Neil Nixon, hello Neil. Right. Oh, glasses. I'm so much more prepared than you think I am. So I'm going to just, again, methodically have this pheasant going through some greenery. And what I think I might do is I might do some in the foreground and then have some in the background. I need my blue. Somebody asked me about my paper and I checked. This is Saunders Waterford and it's 350 GSM. Grams per square metre, I think that is what it means. I need my scrap of paper to test my colour. Right, that's not yellow enough for me. I'm just going to add a bit of an unusual blue that I don't usually use. No, I think I still would like it to be a... Always test your colour before you... Well, I say you can if you want. I do. Now, I just make up a lot of my leaves, not all, but I quite like just doing... They're a bit like Tropiolum. I think Tropiolum have heart-shaped leaves, and I just like them, so I do them. And I use this brush, and I just literally twist, and then you've got your lovely heart shape. While it's still wet, you can add a little bit of intensity of colour. Very self-indulgent, I just like doing this. So, what about that Grayson Perry? He has stolen my ideas. Has anybody else been watching him on telly? I mean, I adore Grayson Perry. What is not to love about a man who wears a frock? And who has got even worse hair than me. Would you not think if you had the telly coming to video you, like to record you, being a really sort of celebrated, eminent artist as he is, wouldn't you think he might have brushed his blooming hair first? It literally looked like he had just got out of bed. Well, he looked like I look like in the morning. And you know what my husband Fifey says to me in the morning? He goes, "Oh, darling, you've been felting again." And he means my hair looks like felt. And Grayson Perry is a bit of a felter too. Anyway, so he's got this idea of people who've been watching his coronavirus, like lockdown art. He's stolen my name, he's stolen my ideas. He's still great though. And he did last night he did well, I say last night, I watched it the night before. I think it was on, I don't know, +1 or 5 or something last night. He's got this programme, Grayson Perry, during the lockdown or coronavirus or something like that. And he gets people to send in their pictures and explain what they were thinking about and stuff like that. And he's doing painting and chatting on the telly, which is like my idea. I thought of it. I wish I'd never mentioned it to him. Anyway. Uh-oh. So I might just do a few more of these and then I'm going to do someone's like in the background. A bit more blue, I think. Yeah. Anyway, the YouTube thing. I have had a little bit of advice from people who are obviously like cleverer than me, and I think they've just sort of given up and thought, well, clearly I'm an idiot. But this morning I persevered and I found a video of an American person and saying, this is how you upload your videos to YouTube. And basically, you find your video, you pause it, you take the, what do you call it, like the address at the top, remove the www bit, replace it with mbasic, play it through that mbasic, and then you right click and you can download it and you can save it anywhere. So I've saved it onto my actual computer, like my big computer with the big brain. We've got 2 computers. One upstairs that has got a huge brain and does all its thinking very quickly. And then we've got one downstairs as well, because quite often there'll be 3 people working at the same time and you've got to be able to use more than one computer. And the one downstairs has a slow brain, it's quite dull-witted and it takes ages to warm up. And I think we all know some people who are a bit like that. Anyway, so I'll save them onto the big computer, and lo and behold, right, I'm gonna start on the background, and I'm going to do something like this, if you imagine. So they're going to be my favourite sort of thing, like rushes. So it's as if the pheasant will be going through like long things like that. I'm just going to see if anyone has asked me anything. Hold on, folks, down we come. Do you ever tape down your paper? No, Beth, you're asking me technical questions. I don't tape down, I don't stretch, I don't do anything like that. I'm very glad you approve of Grayson Perry. I felt very illicit watching him. Obviously, you're my favourite. I'm pleased because my finger was hovering over the block button. Thank you for your calming tones. Calming tones? Tim Sokol, hello. I seem to recall... Oops! Julie, you really are the naughty... Is that a Blue Peter badge? No, look. Ah, you can't see. But if you could do mirror reading, you'd see it's BNSC, which is the British Norwegian Ski Club. Not a Blue Peter badge. 350 GSM is £130 for North American viewers. Beth, you are the North American viewer. Liz Else, I love Grace and Perry, except, can I just ask, is that actually Liz Else, my sister, or is that Liz Else's husband, James, who secretly watches me? Don't mention the virus, this is my time out. I wasn't going to, it was you who mentioned it, Jackie. I am thinking while I'm chatting, and as soon as I get the colour mix, I'll tip you back. It's lovely to have you with me, Jackie, although I would quite like to see you in the flesh, because I haven't seen you for ages and ages. Right, Alan Measles. I know, isn't that hilarious? Grace and Perry's teddy called Alan Measles. Mine's called Apple. Right, I'm going to hook you back up. So hold on to your hats. And I wonder if I need to make you a little bit higher. I think that's going to have to be it. Right, so never mind, I'll just do that. I could actually suggest some product that Grace and Perry could use on his quite unruly hair. There's some stuff I use which I really think he ought to consider. I mean, I've seen him in some really glamorous frocks, and he puts bunches and things in his hair and makes himself look a bit, more cute, more feminine, I suppose. Because for those of you who don't know, Grace and Perry won the Turner Prize a few years ago, and he is the darling of the BBC as far as artists goes. He'll often be on. He'll often host like Radio 4 broadcasts. And he's generally considered to be a bit of a thinker as well. I find him really quite sensible. I love his ideas. I love his work as well. And he has like a fairly unusual side to his character in that he's like a cross-dresser. I mean, I get quite cross in the morning too when I can't find the right thing to wear. But that's not exactly what it means. He wears like really flamboyant dresses and high shoes and goes out and does not wow everyone. And his wife seems perfectly okay with all that. Not sure how I'd feel if you wanted to rake. Well, to be perfectly truthful, oh, that's the thing about Toyota Hiluxes. Did you hear that alarm going off? That's what they do. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pleased if Fifey would go out. You could go out wearing an astronaut's outfit for all I care, but I can't get him to go out. That's my problem. So I'm starting to build up really simply, using just twisting and turning this lovely brush. Which is probably about, not as much as, it's about ½ an inch, I think. Those of you who have bought brushes, like these one-stroke brushes, I think you're going to love them once you get to grips with them. It's quite like this sort of, just get a bit more of that like colour from over there. I like the fact that you've got exactly the same brush stroke there as you've got coming across, but one bit is a pheasant's tail and one is is not. It's the grass, and I'll just keep adding to them until we get something a little bit like, ooh, where are we? A little bit like that. You see? Right, I have a trio of large light Sussex for sale. Me, Dickie, me. Dickie, don't give them to anyone else and don't charge me a fortune. Is it really you, Elizabeth? Richard Brothers, if you sell me those the light Sussex trio, can you send me a photograph and how much money you want for them, Dickie? And that would be amazing because, as you know, I like to paint them. Did you see the painting I did the other day? Dickie Carruthers is, I think I've already mentioned, he's very, very, very naughty. And because he's so naughty, his mother sort of blames me and always looks at me like this. But it's not my fault. Look, Richard Carruthers. Maybe we can do a swap. Don't tell anyone. I can't believe it. You're using my live painting tutorial to try and sell your chickens. I live. If anyone should be selling anything, it's me on my website www.marogers.com, because quite frankly, I could do with the income right now, seeing as I've got no people coming to the... Actually, that's a lie. Someone did come and pick up something this morning. I've got hardly anybody coming to buy stuff off me. So even a sympathy purchase would be a few cards. Actually, I'm selling quite a lot of cards. It's just quite nice, isn't it? Sort of simple. I'll put that to one side and we might, time's romping on, we might have a chance to come back to it. That's quite nice, isn't it? Right, I'd quite like to put the... Can't see you very well, I'm going to have to push you back. I'm married now, tied to a wheelbarrow. I miss you too. Hello, Marianne Ray. Sorry, late to the party. I should blooming think so. Hello, Tapestry. Hello, Gordon Main. Sarah Morgan. Stephen half an inch is 1 point. Beth, nobody cares. These aren't even... They just live near here. You're the only one who's from outside the area. Ian Gibbons has some stamps. Ian Gibbons, I've just remembered that I've got stamp albums, and on the outside they say Gibbons. That's not you, is it? Hello, John Armstrong. I must order my diary. Have you got some hens for sale, Rogers? The paint sets for sale. Carolyn, they're coming tomorrow. I'm going to try and oh no, I'm not going to try anything. There. I'm going to add to this. Now then, I have had some messages from people and they go along these lines. Hello, Marianne. I'm not interested in art at all, but I'd just like to turn you on and listen to... not obviously turn me on, that wouldn't be right. I'd just like to listen to you while I'm working. Now, I'm not sure how I feel about that, because I'm here painting, doing this thing, and you're not even looking? It just doesn't seem right. Is it just me? I mean, would other people feel... I'm doing my thing, and they're not watching. They're doing their important legal work or their land agency work or something like that. I'm looking, obviously, well, it's not obvious, but I'm looking at my black parrot tulip bulb in front of me, just sort of trying to pick out where this amazing sort of magenta colour is visible. So for those of you who are arrived late to the party today, I mentioned to people who arrived earlier that I've eventually managed to work out how to put my live videos on YouTube. I have a YouTube channel with some really, really crap old videos on, but they're quite interesting. I had a little look at this one from Christmas a few years ago, and it would be really nice if you could go and give me amazing reviews. Just say, "Wow, this is fantastic!" 25 million stars or whatever it is. I like doing this. It just does something. Bring these two colours together. I know I've mentioned it before. Some of you probably, I don't know, drink alcohol or something to get your good feelings, but I get a very good feeling from doing that. It's just gorgeous. We're selling things. So naughty. Honestly, you're such a bunch of whoops. Oh, my little nest's gone over the back. I'd like to have her romper. She happened to leave it among the rushes. Right, I've got something else I need to say. Sometimes I wear like a black tunic, and it's got things here and there's a black across here. It is not dungarees. It isn't dungarees, and I can go to the toilet because it's actually a tunic dress. So that, I hope that lays that particular myth to rest. Are you kidding? Has the sound gone? No. Oh dear. Marianne, I think you're going to have to buy a proper camera. This is my iPad. It should be fine. Is the sound gone? Might be the broadband. I'll just carry on doing the painting thing, I think. 1976. Oh, I don't believe it. Well, I don't know what to say. I've tried everything. I'll just have to stop doing these broadcasts, as Fife calls them. Or I'll buy a microphone for my iPhone. The sound is fine, but you're breaking up. I think it could be broadband. Ooh, if it's a tunic dress, GP didn't have sound problems. Yes, well, Grace and Perry didn't have sound problems. Okay, so I've got some more dandelions here. They were completely closed when I brought them in. If it's a tunic dress, conspiracy doesn't like you mentioning YouTube. You could be right. I'm not going to talk if you can't hear me. That's pointless. What's it sound like? I'd rather lip breathe than have you stop at the broad. It sounds not too bad, but crackles out and in. No, don't stop, please. It saves my day. Oh, dearie me. So annoying. Trying everything. So I bought every blinking piece of technology known to man to try and provide you lot with entertainment. Can't believe I'm painting dandelion in front of the public, which is what you are after all. Right. Tiny little hair on the end. Internet providers are cutting their power down so all at home can share the systems. I can hear just a bit crackly. Talk further away from the iPad, Marianne, see if that helps. Would you like me to go into another room? Honestly. Talk further away. Sure. Go out of the blooming room. That's quite nice. It's quite sweet. Just simple, but sort of works. I hadn't planned on putting one up here, but do you remember, was it yesterday, somebody said, how did I start my dandelion painting? So I said, this is how I started it. And I just did a sort of blurry yellowy thing up there. Now there. Dandelion leaves. They're quite nice, aren't they? I really will wet the bed tonight. Sorry, you can't actually see me mixing my paint. Here, I've got my sort of whiteboard, I've got some paint here, here, and I'm sort of dipping in and out of everything to try and get my green. It seemed to start when you tipped us up and down when you moved the iPad. Well, I can either paint or I can sit and fiddle with the iPad. What would you prefer? Oh no, what's that? I thought the leaves pointed upwards, but they don't. They do the sort of downward pointing thing. These dandelion leaves. You're watching Elizabeth, you're going to watch and copy. That's my sister I was telling you about. See the shape? That. Just it's a nice shape. It's a nice shape in that colour, isn't it? I think. And the thing about the stalk at the middle, which I'll put on later, it's red. Now, a picture paints 1,000 words. Thank you, paint, please. Okie dokie, that's what I'll do. Oh, that's such a lovely swim in the river last night. It was, I had to sort of, I don't know, brace myself a bit to get in because I've become a bit soft with the weather being so warm. But actually, it is like what they say. When the weather's not so warm, you actually don't really notice it because it didn't feel cold. Lovely, and I swam. It's a huge pool, about 30 metres, and I swam like a big round circle 3 or 4 times. And then I got my waterproof camera out some selfies and did some photographs of the little waterfall bit, which is just so nice. They're quite cute little leaves. See, anybody could do this, like just like go outside and get some little bits and pieces. I'll tell you what's nice. Buds, like tree buds, ash trees that aren't open yet, and conker trees, horse chestnuts. And you just get things like this in front of you. Swim talk is barred. Jules, it was such a lovely swim. It was so nice. I was swam along like this. It was great. What temperature would it be? Well, I didn't have my thermometer with me. I bought one a little while ago. I bought a thermometer. I thought it must be wrong because it said it was like 12 degrees, which seems far too hot. I would say maybe about 12 degrees. I hate to tell you, but the sound is a bit shit. Thank you, Ruth. I wonder whether my bulldog clips are covering something. Just wait until the new swizzle model arrives. Swim talk's hard. Yes, thank you, Ruth. I appreciate that very much. Telling me that. That's my daughter. Except I don't actually appreciate it. Right, so I'm getting to the actual dandelion there. And I have to sort of cunningly work my way around it, don't I? But it's doable. It doesn't matter, that sounds rubbish at all. I know what I was going to do. When I'm looking at these lovely little dandelions, I'm wanting to do a thing. Some bits of colour so I can get a darkish. Actually, I think. See? You've had quite enough of me. 12 degrees Celsius is 56. Are you going to do this all the time, Beth? Is this going to be like everything I say? You're going to be American. It was very funny. I appreciate that. I tried buttercups yesterday. I'm loving the dandelion leaves and those beardy things below. Have you ever done ceramic? I'm not even going to answer that, Mary. I'm going to say. It was all perfect yesterday. I'm going to say farewell, have a lovely day, and please send me your paintings. And I don't know what's the matter with the sound. I'm afraid you're just going to have to